The announcement of Tyler Olson's Offensive Player of the Week sure started this bye week off correctly. And on the other side, Gene Zambini was able to make a couple house calls and get some more interest in committing to the Zeros. After the bye week, we come to week 9, where we have a huge independent v independent matchup, UConn in Zebulon, for a chance to reach bowl eligibility. Well, who let the dogs out and who let them get on a plane to Zebulon? Don't they know what they're up against here? The Zeros are hot, ladies and gentlemen, and they're facing an equally hot 6-1 UConn Husky squad here at 5 County Stadium, where Zeros W would mean bowl eligibility for the season. We're underway here, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're doing well. It's a beautiful night, and the UConn offense will be the first to touch the gridiron. Independent v independent. This is as good or as close to a conference game as you get with these teams. And you got to sense there's probably some rivalry to go with that. A little bit of pride involved. And the winner of this game would actually have technically the best record in the independent league. I think Notre Dame already has 2 losses on the season. So here we go with play 1. The UConn's going to fire underneath, and the receiver's going to shake a man off, get forward to the 39-yard line. Nice pickup on the first play of the ball game. 3rd and 4 now, just getting a minute underway into this ball game. QB's going to fire an absolute moonshot on a corner route, and his man is going to be free. Wow, that ball hung up in the air for ages, and it was just perfectly placed. The wide receiver didn't even have to stop. He just ran in stride, right in for a touchdown. And on the 4th play, UConn's already striking. If we're to judge by 4 plays, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be another one of them shootouts that the Zeros get involved in. The handoff here on their first play, Cameron Teague's going to pick up 7 yards and make it a manageable 2nd down. Olson, empty backfield, scanning, and is going to get it across the middle to Demetrius Williamson, who's really been showing up as of late. Had a slow start to the season, but man, he's been your guy for the last couple weeks and making some big plays. Gets a catch on the 2nd play there. Scooter Page is going to grab this end around, swerving in and out, and going to get it up to about the 40-yard line, a yard pass at the 41. As we saw, Javion Foreman was taking out the game on that one. Hope he's all right. Looked like he got off the field on his own. 3rd and 13 coming up on this one. Just past midfield. Olson. Teague's in the backfield with him. He's going to clear out. Olson's going to have to fire across the middle to McLawler. Safety bearing down on him. He's going to make the grab and get a couple extra. Scott McLawler just found his long-lost father and is continuing to make plays. It's not affecting him in a negative way for sure. I mean, this guy, he's playing with some renewed fervor, I'm sure, and that's a great catch right there. Moving the drive on a 3rd and long. Wide receiver screen now is going to get out to Foreman, who is just taken off the field and takes another big lick here, and looks like he might be going right back off. So 12 yards for a touchdown. It's going to be the play action. Fakes a man out, and he's going to have Scooter Page one-on-one. And the 6-shooter Page unloads the clip on the scoreboard. They absolutely dusted the rusher with that play action. He was chasing ghosts out there, and that's just a well-executed play action boot right there. Zebulon knots it up. Quick scores on both sides of the ball. 2nd and 6 coming up for this Huskies offense. Quarterback is going to be a screen. Dumps it off to the running back. It's going to be an easy 1st down pickup, getting it past the 40-yard line. Cam Edwards with the big gain there. Now a 3rd and 6 coming up just before midfield. Looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to have a man free at the numbers, but he airmails it over his head. And the Huskies, Evers is going to be kicking himself for that one. They're going to have to punt this ball right back. Drive 1 was a pretty massive success. Drive 2 starts off pretty well on the McLawler stick. Getting up to the inches line. Setting up a Cameron Teague handoff here. The snap, the good handoff, and Teague's going to push his way for a 1st down. Another 3rd down opportunity here. Olson Drifting right and is going to get it to Page just at the sticks. They're going to mark him a little bit short. Gene Zambini is still running through that playbook. Hussey's going to call timeout in anticipation. They, you know, if you were watching film at all, you knew what was going to happen here. On their own side of the field, early in the first half, and Olsen's going to do it himself. Pick up the first down, and the drive continues onward. That's the first QB sneak I've seen from the Zeros all year. I guess they haven't really been in that real short yardage situation till then, as they're going to run the screen in Cameron Teague. A lot of like 9.5 yard pickups, leaving to you know, second, third, and shorts or inches, as Teague's going to get this handoff on the 2nd and 1 and pick up a first down. This team's pretty good with power running. You get it to a short yardage situation, especially on an early down like 2nd down, things usually go pretty well. As Teague on the first down handoff is going to pick up 5. 3rd and 4, they're marking it. And easy pitch and catch. Demetrius Williamson's going to get another couple added to his stat book today. So well within striking distance for this 2nd and 10 here in the second play of the second quarter. Handoff outside to Cameron Teague, and he's going to spin off contact and push forward for a few more. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 now. It was about to be a 3rd and pretty long, but getting out of that contact, Cameron Teague showing some toughness on the run. And now a big 3rd down, and going to go underneath to Gunderson, back up tight end. Oh my, Gunderson risks his knees for some extra yardage, but gets absolutely pummeled to the ground. May want to just lower the shoulder next time, big fella. Going to throw it up to Williamson. The one-on-one gets knocked out of his hands, but a good look there. Tyler Olsen saw that one-on-one. So 3rd and goal here from the 6-yard line. Tyler Olsen, men in route, across the middle. Scooter Page cashes his 2nd check of the day. Big time Scooter Page coming up in the clutch here. A red zone demon, and the 2nd touchdown for the Zeros offense. 1st and 10 on this next drive. The handoff, outside look, and Chase Freeman blows it up. Loss of 5 yards off that edge. Destroys the blocker, then destroys the running back. He's slow to get off the ground, and Chase Freeman plants him. Brings up a 3rd and long now. And pocket collapsing. He's going to try to rush out, throw right, and not much on the gain there. It was a completion, but only for about 3 yards. And it's another punt for the Huskies. 1st and 10 up here on this new drive. Olsen running right like he usually does. Swerving, and does a lot of movement for a 2-yard gain, I'll tell you that much. But, hey, that's a gain nonetheless. Tyler Olsen still continuing that hot streak from last game, as he's going to wait, and fire! Perfect timing, perfect accuracy to CJ Peaks. That's in the game for Javion Foreman. They might go and review this, but it looked clean on the field. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's money right there. Nice catch. Way to find him, Tyler Olsen, lobbing it over the first level of the defense, and that's a nice pickup. A lot of this offense's work has had to back off the 3rd down conversions. This time a 3rd and 8, and they're going to run that bubble screen to Scooter Page, and Scooter Page has been the man out wide today. Olsen's been trusting him, putting it in the right spots. Scooter Page providing. Across the middle to Williamson now, and there's another guy that's had a couple grabs today. Maybe he'll find some pay dirt on this drive as we near the goal line here at the 15. 2nd and 3, handoff to Teague, another 1st down gain. Still not goal to go. 1 yard separates that line to gain from the goal line. Olsen, draw play to Teague, stutter step in that A-gap, and 5 yards on the pickup. Another nice rush in the ground game. Next play is going to be another handoff to Teague, and Teague's going to, oh, he finds a gap but gets lowered by the linebacker. Makes a nice play coming in there, getting hands on him. Third straight run coming up here, 3rd and 1, and Strickland's going to be stuffed this time. But we know what's going to happen here. Once more, rolling the die. 4th and 1, and it'll be the... Nope, looks like they're going to check out of a run. They're going to throw to McLawler, who makes the secure grab, but falls just before the end zone. So he picks up a first down in that little margin to gain. This time, T's going to make the leap over the O-line. And the leap results in another 6. So the Zebulon offense, 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It was the big arcing pass on that first drive for UConn, but since then it's been nothing. The Zeros have hemmed in that deep play. This is going to be a screen pass that goes for about 13-14, and it will pick up a first down. I mean, this defense just keeps winning the down and distance. It's another one of these 3rd and longs, you know, more than 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. Forcing UConn to convert these plays as they're going to go across the middle of the field and just underneath the safety. Perfect loft on the pass to Skylar Bell, making the good grab there and pushing this one past midfield. So now UConn's knocking on scoring territory. Gonna pump fake and throw out right as that swarmed. A little pump fake screenplay. Not 100% sure what they were looking for there, but nonetheless, the Zeros, they didn't bite on nothing. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10, just under a minute to go here in the first half. This, another throw out right, but Terrell misreads the angle of approach, and Cam Edwards has been pretty good out the backfield, even running. Evers has had a solid game, just hasn't really been able to do much productive past midfield at least. This one pass to the slot receiver, going to pick up another first down, and Nick Evers, only 2 incompletions on the day, 151 pass yards so far, and again, knocking on that door. Huge chance before half, going to be another one of these screenplays, and this one, oh man, everybody in that mint and black is getting to that ball carrier, shoving them down. UConn only has 1 timeout left, and they're letting the clock run a little bit. Empty backfield here, just under 15 seconds. Men in motion underneath. Had some space, but the rush gets home and drills him as he's throwing the ball. He's just going to spike it into the dirt, bring up a 3rd and goal now. 12 seconds. So they've got plenty of time with that timeout to get 2 plays off comfortably. Can they put it in for 6? And that D is stifling right here on the goal line. 4th and goal. UConn's going to take their last timeout on this 4th down. 5 seconds to go on the leftmost hash. Snap is out, and oh man, he misses it. Left of the left upright, cannot sneak it in, and Zebulon stands tall in the goal-to-go situation before halftime. UConn received the ball first, put in their lone points of the game with that long touchdown. Olsen now on this first drive of the second half is going to fire to Williamson, a little bit behind him, but adjusts and is able to continue the momentum forward for first down. They've been doing it without Foreman this game. He hasn't played a lot. It's been C.J. Peaks taking his position. Williamson on the outside and shakes off his defender. The one-on-one whip route. Defender had the underneath leverage to make the tackle, but Williamson was not denied the extra yards there and gets it past the 30 of the Huskies. Now a real 3rd and short here. Play action. Olsen continues running right. Defender's bearing down on him across his body and across the middle of the field. And a little bit of Olsen Alakazam there. He's only got 2 incompletions on the day, and when stuff like that's going your way, you're firing across your body back into coverage. Your guy's bailing you out. That's a nice pickup right there and keeping the drive alive again. Opportunity for the 3-touchdown lead. Here's a 3rd and goal. Olsen, defenders on him, fires it, and oh man, nice grab from Williamson. Just high points it with the defender draped on his back. Demetrius Williamson, that's your safety valve. Rush just about to get home. He's back, and let me fire it up to my guy. The pigskin angler reeling in another. It's a do-or-die drive and a do-or-die down for the Huskies as Chase Freeman's gonna be in there again. He has been living in that backfield. He must be paying rent. Somebody's dishing out that property. Chase Freeman, have yourself a night. The sack set him back big time. Now gonna have to make do on a 3rd and long. And he backs. I mean, I'm starting to sound like a tanning lotion's intended target. Just nowhere to go on that one for Mr. Olsen. Another chance to get off the field. 3rd and 8. Closing minute of the 3rd quarter. One-on-one shot. Jaden Bowie. High points but can't come down with the football. Still an incompletion. And Jaden Bowie, you don't want to test that man on the one-on-one. UConn's punting it back. Here we go on a 2nd and 2. Just looking to play ball control football here with a 21-point lead. And Ty Hardy gets this carry right here and finds good space. Ty Hardy. So on the 4th down, Zambini's not going to pull out any tricks. He'll leave that for a later day. It's going to be Inwell splitting the uprights here and giving him a 24-point advantage. And the Zeros are in full control now to come out of this one victorious. To come back where to start, it would start right here. 1st and goal. UConn on the doorstep. First carry. Doesn't get him anything. Chase Freeman again in the backfield. On 2nd down. Another handoff trying to hit that outside edge. But again, he's stuffed at the 5-yard line. Swarming. Like some bees, you just smacked their hive down. Shotgun. It'll be a passing play. Has time, is now escaping right and fires across his body into the stands. Brings up a 4th and goal, a chance for another goal to go. Stop. Can they hold up again like they did at the end of the 1st half to put this one to bed? Here we go. Passing play. Running around in the pocket. He's going to be smothered. Taken down for a sack. Jarian Love. And that's going to do it here in Zebulon, ladies and gentlemen. They can pretty much run the rest of this one out. UConn has the timeouts. They might not use it. What a defensive showing after that first drive for the Zeros. Ty Hardy in the backfield for the final snap of the game. He's going to get a handoff, hitting outside edge, and has room. Oh my gosh. Takes punishment on what's going to be the final play. Need to just go down next time, big fella. But nonetheless, your Zeros are going bowling, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what happens from here on out, they are going to a bowl game in their first season as a franchise. This is so exciting. Town of Zebulon is loving their Zeros, and they're giving them a reason to love them. Olsen just continues to hold it down from the quarterback position. 84% completion percentage and through 3 touchdowns today. Just really managing the game well. Another slow rushing day, but you get a guy like Ty Hardy putting up 81 yards, and you love to see it. Teague puts another touchdown up on the season, so you can't really complain about that. Scooter Page went a while without scoring a touchdown. He has 2 touchdowns in this game. I think that makes it 4 for the season now. Williamson, another really great game, showing why he's wide receiver 1 as well. Same thing as at Army, man. Another complete game of football. This defense controlled the pace. No pun intended. Terrell Pace with 3 tackles for loss. Chase Freeman with some huge tackles for loss. And he had 11 total. So it may have flown under the radar, but UConn was 6-1, man. I mean, they were having a good season. And then they happened to come to Zebulon, so they learned their lesson.